First play's a run with Nwangu. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings at 10-1 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And it's 3rd down and 2. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
First down. Here's Cousins. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Listen to me.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Cook again. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking deep here from Mooney. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Fields. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Cousins now from the 50. This is caught by Addison. And he goes down the now before getting this inside the 25. On play action, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the 50, here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, 50 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
To throw is Cousins.
He gets it to Addison.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. Now Cousins.
They'll check that down to Nwogu out of the backfield.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Cousins. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
On 2nd down, here's Nwogu.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. To throw, Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On fourth down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down throw for Cousins. Addison hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. First down now, but that clock rolling. Straight ahead, here's Nwogu. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Listen to me. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins now on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Looking deep here for Mooney. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. They snap it to Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Off play action, Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Fields on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Fields now to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there with Chip.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. These 2 teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Play action now. Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Down to about the 23. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys Bears will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Black.
Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Throwing again is Fields. This is intercepted. Mekhi Blackmon's got it. sheds him off at the 45. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. On the give is Nwangu. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 6. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They get this out quickly to the left side. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big play